Hello, so this is vlog number 6, and what I'm going to start off by talking is what I was kind of talking about in my vlog number 5 about how TV shows are definitely going to outlast movies solely because of, streaming services such as Netflix, HBO, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Sling, all of those little, Disney Plus, all those little TV shows and stuff like that. Because online streaming services are a lot more abundant now, and people rarely use cable TV, and people now, because of COVID and stuff like that, movie theaters are not going to be as accessible. Also, with movies, they're very short, and you cannot keep repeating the same plot line over again because it does get boring, and it does get very, very, very repetitive to a point where it's like people don't want to keep watching the same movie over again. As in, where it's a TV show, it can be kind of like a similar plot line or whatever, like you could like American Crime, you could like thrillers, you could like romantic comedy dramas, you could like black series, you could like telenovelas, you could like anything, honestly. And that is just how TV is and stuff like that. And most people would rather spend their time a day watching 20 and 30-minute episodes of TV. So 30-minute episodes of TV rather than sitting through and watching a 2-hour movie that is ongoing. A TV show hooks an audience and lets them develop like a relation with the character, like a you could relate to a character. You may like the plot line and stuff like that. You relate more to someone in a TV show that you are watching on a day-to-day basis from from these little episodes than just a 1-2 hour movie that you would probably forget the character's name of and stuff like that. This goes a lot for me and how I really, really enjoyed the series How to Get Away with Murder. So these characters, they all essentially did do bad things and stuff like that, but because of how the TV show was written, you could feel for why the characters did what they had to do. And I think that's the beauty of TV. I know streaming services are a consumerism too, as well, and stuff like that, consumerism entertainment. But, you just develop the love of characters, the love of people, and you have a quite understanding with TV show characters and stuff like that in your everyday life, rather than in a movie per se where these characters do bad things and stuff like that. And you might not understand their actions because it's just a 90-minute movie and stuff like that. So one essay that was in this chapter is by Jake Flanagan that we also had to discuss in our discussion post. So the essay uses a female character in a female-based show and emphasizes the double standards of how women are represented in TV and in media. So he used the show Mindy Project and Girls mentioned before, as in my last vlog and stuff like that, and to show how people don't like certain series compared to the more regular shows such as, Friends and stuff like that. In Friends, these characters are white, they're pretty, skinny, and they fit the mold of, I would say, societal standard woman, of American societal standard woman, rather than in the Mindy Project and stuff like that. The Mindy Kaling, she's a Indian woman, a short brown Indian woman, and her character is not like character is strong-willed, and she's just not a likable character per se in her show. But men usually casting and stuff like that, they usually cast sweet girl roles and very basic women that are very dependent and stuff like that, rather than giving female leads their quick representation of what it is. So a show that I mentioned, How to Get Away with Murder, we all know Viola Davis is a woman, and she's the leading woman in the show, and she's a very, very positive, strong, amazing actress and stuff like that. She's probably one of the greatest actors of the last 2 decades and stuff like that. Her work in multiple movies, shows, short films and stuff like that has been exponential, and how her character is sometimes unlikable and unlikable to viewers such as men because they don't understand what a strong female lead is, because they're so used to seeing women as sweet and soft and dainty in shows and in real life and stuff like that. So it's just a double standard of how women are reflected, and they could come, you know, different size, shapes, forms, and everything else. And then honestly, understanding powerful women and female leads and stuff like that gives the platform true emotion and sides of being cast as a basic girl who is just simply in love with a boy. They give them, the female lead has their own plot line, and they don't have to depend on a man. So that's it.